Hey guys, welcome to Make It Yourself. On today's video, we're going to create a motorcycle garage door opener out of an old Craftsman door opener that I got when I bought my condo here. So it's a very simple, project. It doesn't take a whole lot of knowledge. If you've ever soldered before, then you'll understand how to do this relatively easily. Again, it's not complicated. So all we need to make this work really parts-wise is the switch, a momentary button. So this is just a button where when you press it, it makes contact, and as soon as you let it go, you lose contact, right? So it's not a like clicking, it doesn't stay on or anything like that. It's just a one-time press. And the reason for that is because that's exactly how these work. And then I have some wire that we're going to use to connect the two. Okay, so like I said, it's pretty simple. All you need to do is take apart your or split your case, and then you got to find the main switch. So in this case, it's the big one for me, this big switch here, right? And then you got to do a little trial and error. So what I mean by that is, this being the switch, you've got 4 access points or 4 little posts, and you need to figure out which 2 you need to touch together in order for it to trigger the door. So there's a couple of ways you can do it. You can use the 2 wires you're planning on using anyways, just twist the top pieces together, and then you just kind of touch one to one lead, touch one to the other lead, and if it triggers your door, then you know those are the 2. In this case, my switch, the width of these is exactly the width of those 2 points. And so I can't do this with one hand, but earlier I was able to go ahead and do that. And kind of went around the block here and found that these 2 leads here are the ones that need to make contact in order for it to trigger my my garage door opener. There's a couple of videos on how to exactly wire this up, like specifically. So I'm not going to cover that again. That's not the purpose of this. It's just to show you something that I put together and used on my bike. Okay guys, so I've got this thing soldered up just as I had mentioned. So like I said, I went to those 2 top leads. You don't need a whole lot of solder to keep it clean. So you just barely kind of dab a little bit on there, and that'll get these wires connected. You don't need to go thick gauge. This is probably 22 gauge wire. It's very thin. Again, there's not a whole lot of current or voltage going through here. I will need to notch that out so that way the case can still close. And all I did is I used some this is like old cheap speaker wire. Probably came with some old speakers that I bought some time ago. And then, like I said, I hardwired, soldered on the wire to my button here. So just to kind of test this out. And my plan is I'm going to cut these and add terminations to them. So that way I can actually plug and unplug them. It's not all one solid unit. And that way I can snake the wires through the bike as needed, depending on where I figure out where I'm going to put this button at. That's the tough part. But just to give you a quick demo on this, I'm going to go ahead and got to hold this down a little bit. And it's very simple. So you can kind of see my garage door in the background. Make battery contact there. And then hit it again. It's that simple. So super easy deal. Like I said, notch it out, close it up, do my cuts, add termination so I can do a plug unplug and figure out where I'm going to stick this thing onto the Fatboy. That's going to be the next trick. So I've got this. I got the seat off now. What I may end up doing is going to the bottom side of this ground. There's a nut down here. So I may just create myself a little L bracket so it'll hang down just a little bit, enough where I could touch that button. Paint it black so that way it blends in. And I'll have a pretty cool little setup. In fact, if I go that short distance, then I may end up just making it I also have to add the terminations because I want to be able to take it apart and change the battery as needed. So yeah, so let me go ahead and make my little bracket, and we'll come back once I get that in place. Well, here's the bracket. So I just made this out of some 16 gauge sheet metal. It's about 1 inch wide by 3.5 inches in length, and then I just threw it in the vise here and went to town on it with a hammer to give it that 90-degree bend, and then drilled 2 holes. So this is our mounting hole, that's 5/16, and then this is going to be the hole for the switch to go through, that's also 5/16 just by luck. And for a mounting location on the Softail, I'm going to use, this is the same mounting location as my battery ground. So this just slides up underneath, and you can see the hole lines up perfectly. So I'll be able to put that on. This will hang down kind of like a fang, and then I'll put the switch through there, and that should be it. But before I do all that, what I need to do is clean this up. So I hit it with some Scotch-Brite and some rubbing alcohol to get any contaminants off of the metal, and then I'm gonna paint it probably with some plastic dip, some black plastic dip, just to give it a little bit more durability. I don't know how well that'll do, and hopefully it'll hide it. That's one of my goals, is I didn't want it to be very visible. And yeah, so once I get that done, I'll bring y'all back and you can see kind of what the finished product looks like. Okay guys, so this is a wrap. I've just got to throw my seat and the tank panel back on. I tried to mount the clicker underneath the seat, but when I put the seat on, it wasn't, the transmission wasn't being received by the actual garage door opener. So I've moved it here between the tanks and it works without an issue. So I don't know, it's the seat thing. There's the button. Like I said, I made that little quick L bracket and painted it with some Rust-Oleum. Matches in, hides itself very well. Easy to get to. You hit the button and your garage door opens. Once it's up, hit it again, and your garage door closes. So like I said, overall, a very cost-effective motorcycle garage door opener. Hopefully you liked the video. Hopefully you're able to use this for yourself. If you did, hit that thumbs up. If you like my content, consider subscribing. And I produce videos every Sunday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Hit that notification bell so that way you don't miss out on the next one. And until then, I hope to see you on the next.